Good evening, I am Amadin Ogbewe. Now, Nigeria is a hub of diversity in language, in culture, in communities. This diversity also comes to the forefront in the way of art and music. Blessed in these areas, Nigeria, the giant of Africa, is a melting pot of sensuality and expressiveness. The rich sounds of his music and stimulating sights of his art, both antique and contemporary, are second to none. Tonight, my guest is a top-shelf music educator, musician, and composer, Mr. Michael Uwagwu. He joins me now to speak on the beautiful art of music, particularly in Nigeria. All right, Mr. Michael, good evening and welcome to Top Talk.
Good evening, thank you.
All right, it's good to have you here. So let's start with, what do you do exactly? We know you're into music, so tell us about what you do.
Okay, my name is Michael Uwagwu and I'm a musicologist. Okay, so I'm a music teacher, I'm an instructor, I direct musical groups, and anything related to music, vocal and instrumental, I'm into it.
All right, music, I wouldn't know, but it seems to be a broad term. You know, so when you say music, someone can think of Mozart, but someone can also think of Davido, or someone can think of, Brenda Fassie and different kinds of things. So your kind of music, what is it really about? Tell us about that.
Okay, our kind of music is more of classical music.
Okay.
Written music. Okay, I don't sing like Davido, I don't sing like Wizkid, but I can perform Wizkid music on my instruments. Okay, so what we'll do is get musical sounds, whether African or Western, in as much as it is written down, we can perform it. So we'll do more of classical music, and as far as the music is notated, we can perform it. That's the kind of music we do. We move from jazz to classical to Broadway to contemporary. So
is that really popular in Nigeria here?
Yes, we have our own audience. Okay, like for every kind of genre, music genre, you really have it has its own audience. So we have our own people that love that. In fact, Nigerians do love music a lot, that kind of music. Okay, you just have to look for where you can find your kind of, your audience and give them what they want. And here in Abuja, we have a lot. In fact, we have lots of people who really want to hear more of classical music, jazz music, and they're all having fun. Okay, so we have people that appreciate that here in Nigeria and in Abuja.
All right, tell us what it's like, for the kind of academic part of music. People see music as something that you just feel, you just do, maybe when you're in the mood or when you, based on your experiences. And, I'm not discounting that. But I've also seen you, I myself have seen you and your group, your ensemble perform. And I know that you make use of these notes and so on and so forth. I remember being back in school, way back then. There was this thing, the clef and all of that. So what's that technical aspect really like, combining it with such a passionate endeavor?
Well, it's very easy and simple. See, reading music is what I think everybody should try to go into. The more you do it, the more you get better at it. Any music that is notated, it's not what everybody can do. Okay, but it's easy if you are consistent in doing it. Okay, so like you said, while you were in school, you were taught about staff, clefs. If you had continued with such, fine. Now, for those of us that studied music in school, it's a different ball game. It's different from you having the talent and just pick up singing, which is like one aspect of music. Now, for everyone or every child that can read music, they are one of the brightest kids you can ever see in the society, because reading music sharpens the brain. It enables you to be smart, coordinated, and you can double task at the same time. So I don't want to go really too deep, just want to make it so simple. So it's very essential, if you have kids, let them start from, catch them young, let them have an idea of reading music to an extent. And for us that study music, the difference between us and those that just study music right now is that I can analyze what any singer is doing. Analysis is key.
So can you even analyze people who have no knowledge of music and are doing music?
Yes, I can analyze what they are doing. Okay?
Even though they might not know what they are doing exactly.
They are catching fun. See, this is what they call talent. You're just doing what you know how to do best. But there are more details. Okay? It's just like you just buying a house or just moving to the house and you don't know the components into it really. So these are the components what we know about. You can just sing any Davido song or Burna Boy song. I can tell you, okay, I can break this song down from progression to progression, chords to chords, note for note. I can break it down. But for everyone that can sing outside there, that is not their business. They just want to sing and have fun. So for us that study music, the difference between us and they is that we read music, we analyze music, we analyze and break it down to any level. That's what we do.
All right, but what took you to music? A lot of people might like it, but might not like it enough to want to study it. Why did you take that extra step?
Mine happens to be like a calling. Okay, initially I didn't plan to study music. Okay, I was into computer engineering before I switched over to music. In fact, my story is really deep, but I found out that right from the moment I switched to music completely, I knew this is what I'm called to do. Okay, this is what I'm called to do, and I really enjoyed it. So when I switched to music, my friends were going for courses like computer science, and the society then didn't really welcome people studying music, okay, at all. But when I got to school, I discovered that music is even deeper than what the society is thinking of it. So I decided to stay back, and I enjoyed my life. Right now, I'm having fun doing what I love to do, and at the same time as a profession. So really, studying music has really given me so many opportunities that I never thought I could get.
Oh, that's interesting. It's like the saying goes, if you do something you love for a living, you never have to work a day. But, still speaking on, going into music, I believe you didn't just stop at the, what do I call it now? The bachelor's level. You've gone even higher than that?
Yes. Okay, so I started from NCE, and I moved to degree. My NCE was at Federal College of Education, Ushel, Abeokuta. When I graduated, I worked a bit for almost a year. Then I moved to University of Nigeria, Nsukka, where I had my bachelor's degree in music, double major. And after that, I proceeded in the same university. I had my master's in music education. Okay, and that is where I am presently. And now I'm planning to also, proceed having my doctorate degree in music too.
All right. You
aside other professional, music courses.
Okay. So, but I'd like to get your analysis or your opinion on music education in Nigeria. I believe you've also transitioned to, you're also an instructor, so to speak, if I get that correctly. So, what would you say is the level of the education for music in the country right now? Because I know a lot of people who probably end up going abroad and feeling like, there's more, will I call it attention or honor out there. But over here, what is the level and how much more do we need to go?
A lot has been done so far, okay, and I can tell you that music education is really appreciated in Nigeria, okay. Let's start with people that have private schools. Okay, you could see music has been a selling point for each private schools, really. So private school owners are really be the key, what I call the factor in promoting music education, in Nigeria. Also, independent music schools, okay, have really, given way to music education in Nigeria. Kudos to schools in Lagos like Muzon Center, okay, leading really, and other private, schools in Nigeria, Lagos, Ibadan, Abuja, where I live in, really. You could see almost every, I call it district or streets, you will actually find either a music poster, a music banner directing you to a private music company or school. So I could say over time, it has really increased so much, but we need to do more. Really, we need to do much more. I have few friends, they are not interested in analysis of music. They just want to learn to play and enjoy themselves. Okay, and because of this, lots of parents also miss this opportunity while growing up. And here in Abuja, lots of parents are keen into this music education. I want my child to play musical instrument, at least one. At least one. So here in Abuja, the growth is massive, okay, but we still need more. But looking at it in Nigeria, we are not yet there.
No. Do you play any instruments yourself?
Yeah, I play a few.
Oh, a few, more than one.
Sure.
Is that common, being able to play?
It's common. But what I encourage people to say, if you play a few, is you must have a major, and others should be your minor. Okay.
So what are yours?
My major instrument is the clarinet.
Okay.
Any other one I can play, I categorize them as my minor instruments. Okay, so if you come to Abuja and say, Mike, the clarinetist, fine. Anywhere I am in Abuja, they know this is what I am known for. Okay, so I play a few instruments, and clarinet is my major, that's it.
All right, that's fair enough. And now I want to put you a little bit on the spot.
Okay.
You're a classical musician, so to speak, or when you studied music. How do you view what is quote unquote popular? There's always been some level of talk about Afrobeats, particularly. I believe that's our biggest genre of music in Nigeria and Africa. People say, just recently, the Grammy Award-winning musician from Nigeria here, Burna Boy, said there's no substance to it. People just want to sing about girls and whatnot. But as a professional, as someone who does this for a living, who studied it, who knows it, when you see these things, how do you view the music that permeates a majority of the spaces?
To be candid, I love Afrobeats. Okay, a lot. Personally, this is my personal opinion. I love Afrobeats a lot. Nigerian Afrobeats, really. One, the beats, the music itself is spot on. The only issue I find with Afrobeat is we censoring some of the lyrics. Okay, so I think we just have to. We are there. Okay, when it comes to the beat, I have not seen any country that can beat us with that. But when it comes to lyrics, we should just find a way to balance it up. Okay, so that even kids can enjoy this music much more. Okay, and when we say a song is evergreen, it's because of the music and the lyrics. Okay, some of these songs, because of the content, the lyrics, I don't see them standing at that level of evergreen songs. They are just songs for the moment. Okay, so that is these songs you hear this, they have limitation, and it's obvious. A song we drop today, because of the content, the lyrics, just a few moments from few months, another one will drop, and that's it. But I can sing a few evergreen songs, and everybody like, oh, I miss this song.
Do you have any
No
examples?
swear words.
Do you have any examples of that?
No swear words. Now, for example, let me put this to pick those secular songs. Okay, the secular songs. Look at the one one of our legends did. Two-Face Dibia, You're My African Queen. If I sing it at home, my kids are interested. They want to learn it. I'm even happy to sing it where my kids are. All right? So this is what I'm saying. This is the example I'm saying. Okay? So that song wasn't, how would I put it? It was a global song. Everybody could sing it until tomorrow. If I play it on my instrument, they're singing it. Nobody have ever, anywhere I go for event, I play African Queen, nobody will tell me, oh, it's an old school song. They sing along, young and old. So that's just a typical example. I picked that from Nigerian perspective. I don't want to pick a song from Michael Jackson or no. But look at Two-Face Dibia song. Okay. If we go to our older music, old school music, song from people like Amadin Ogbewe, King Sunny Ade, people still sing this song and they enjoy it more. These are evergreen songs, really. So I don't say that. So in conclusion, Afrobeats, I love Afrobeats. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. Okay, but the lyrics should be worked on.
All right.
Thank you.
I think I share a part of. I agree with a part of what you said, particularly strongly, which is the issue of the beats. I feel like sometimes producers are not given enough credits, especially when we see their process. Sometimes they are adding different little sounds and it comes to something else. I'd like to know about your process. What's that like?
I didn't get the question.
Your process, making music. Is this something, because, we have different kinds of musicians. Some persons believe they have to travel to a cabin in the woods at 2 a.m. and, they have this kind of special routines that everyone does. Others, it doesn't matter where they are, wherever they are, they can always do something. And, people just have different ways. I'm interested in what yours could be like.
Mine is this. Okay, I create beats according to my mood. Okay, and also according to the situation around me. Okay, so this process depends on the personality of the producer itself. All right, and some producers draw strength and creativity from artwork. Okay, some draw strength and creativity from what is happening around them. Some draw strength from the mood they are in. And guess what? Some don't even get their strength from this. It might be through dreams. Okay, I have a producer friend who tells me that little kids, when he's around little kids, he draws inspiration from them. By just watching them play, the beats keep coming. It's built around what is happening around kids, really. That doesn't work for me. So for me, what works for me is the mood. I don't even wait for anybody to give me lyrics. And once the mood I am, I create. As I create my beat, I save it. I create I can be playing a piano right now, and that beat will just come according to my mood. I play it, I save it. So moods work for me, and also situations around works for me. And above it, when I get a song or a tune, okay, and sometimes tunes work for me. The tunes give me, when I hear a tune, it gives me more insight. Okay, I love this tune. I want to do something crazy with this tune. Okay, so that works for me. So I can speak for another person really, but it varies. Like I've said, we draw our strength, our creativity from different things. I might be traveling on the journey right now, and what happened along the journey the insight will just come, and I'll start creating something. At that spot, I'm at the finish, but a skeletal framework has been put in place. So that's how it works.
Right. That is beautiful to hear about that. But let's talk about the appreciation for music and where you think we can go with that. When when we talk about the mainstream, a lot of people believe, or let me not even put it by a lot of people, it is kind of the truth that it's always that 1% or so who ends up in the limelight and all that. Is there an argument to be made for doing something out of pure passion and love? And then also on the other side, do you think there should be more remuneration for musicians and people who make music? Because it's as though people don't always take it as seriously as they should, and are not ready to pay what it demands, except it's a big name, quote unquote. But everyone is making music, everyone is making beautiful music. So I don't know what your thoughts are on that.
Well, presently, there has been an imbalance in this. The secular musicians make more money than we, the classical musicians. Okay, that's the present narrative. Okay, I will say even the academic musicians too. Okay, they make much money like the secular musicians. Okay, so they are not. We need to balance this up. Also, we learn from experience. Really, right now, I say to my colleague, to my people that in as much you go into agreement with your clients when it comes to fee negotiation, and appreciation, it should be written down. When it's written down and there's an agreement, I see no reason why it shouldn't be paid well. This happens to me too. Okay, so if you call my group right now for a performance, because we are a classical, kind of group and a body, we might end up spending from beginning of the program to the end. You give us slots, like 3 or 4 slots. We play, we perform, and right in that performance, you call a secular musician who will come, play the song, and just lip sync for 15 minutes. And you are paying him about 5 million just to appear for 15 minutes. And we are already just negotiating with you for 2 million, and you feel like as if we are really not being fair on you, really. So event planners, event coordinators, everyone here should please also appreciate music instructors, okay, music teachers, academic musicians, choral groups, orchestra groups. When they give you fee and negotiate good amounts with them, don't just bring them down, drag them down, because this is it. We put in much more time and effort in learning this instrument, playing the written notes down, and giving you exactly what you want. Okay, I don't want to say too much, but that is it. It's not just we coming to the stage and sing. Okay. Also, I'd also want to speak for the musicians or band performing for any secular musician. Okay. In most cases, we give credits alone and appreciation alone to the non-icon, the non-name, really. But there's the band accompanying. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's a band, there's a producer, so much appreciation should be given to them too. Okay, and I think that's where I will stop for now.
All right, thank you so much. I guess we might have to have a second portion of this because there's some things that I would have liked to. But for now, we'll just leave it here and then let our viewers see some more of your music. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, sir. It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.